Hey guys, so we just had the draft. Let me just put up the draft. I think down here, maybe up there. I think I like it down here. You see who got all the picks. Just want to say, great draft. Looking forward to next year. Um, you know, I think next year is going to be a big draft, especially with it being the keeper draft. And on top of that, we'll actually have some somewhat good talent coming out of this next draft class. I think Cooper Flag's in it. Um, So that'll be interesting to see how that works out, picking between rookies and actual players that have been proven in the NBA. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We have a great full season of NBA basketball ahead of us. And that starts with this draft, which you'll see down here. Reed Shepard taken first overall. And that was by Team Damn. And that's only because of a trade that happened yesterday that Hack Nicely sent the first overall pick to Dam for Santi Aldama, the seventh and ninth pick. As you see, the little arrow and team name down here, that is the that's who has the actual pick from the person. Um, so you'll see at one, Team Dam, and I'll say their usernames, the actual accounts, but Team Dam pick the took the first overall pick of Reed Shepard for this draft. Um, and not too many people were happy with that. Uh, especially one Team Web Warrior. They really saw potential in this guy. They really wanted him. He thought it would gel real nice with their team. But sadly, he went number one. Um, Team Web Warrior has been sending death threats, and that's a custom become accustomed to our league. A lot of fuck yous too. But to continue on, um, Zach Eddy surprisingly going number three when he was projected six. Team Lobster, that's a bold choice. I don't think the fans are too surprised that a bold choice like this took place, good or bad. Some fans are jumping ship, but at the other hand, some fans are really getting behind Zach Eddy. They like this big center that could turn the ship around. Um, at number four, Czar was taken. I think that's a great pick, even though he's on the Wizards. You know, I think there's definitely a good potential there, and it should do the Kanto Embers real good. I don't know much about Clayton, that's why I skipped him. And if you see me looking over here, it's because I'm actually looking at the draft board. Um, Now, next of topic at number eight, uh, the team Mog Squad had the I could go for a beers pick, and they took the first overall pick in the NBA draft, Zachariah Richard. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but I think that's a great pick. The Hawks don't really have anybody to fill that position besides him. I don't. Besides Trey Young, I don't know who's on that team. Is Clint Cabela still there? But I don't remember the last time they actually had a solid small forward be on their team. Um, the only one that's coming to my head, which is not a small forward, a power forward, is Paul Millsap, Ripple legend. He's not dead, not in the NBA anymore. I miss him dearly. Um, but then to continue, at the 11th pick, the newly rebranded Emperors, under their new name, has taken Matas Bazelis, who's been absolutely making a master class of the summer league. He's dunking everywhere and anytime you want it. Um, Absolutely, he's posted a couple people already. I'm really excited to see him play come the beginning of the season, and he's most likely going to be the Emperor's pick for the keeper draft to save. Onto the pick after that, Missy. I don't know much about him, but the Pelicans don't really have any centers anymore after I want to say Vucevic. Valanciunas left to go to the Wizards. I wish Vucevic would leave the Bulls. Um, but Missy should get some good playing time considering there's a lack of depth at that position. I think Herb Jones is a power forward, so yeah. He might be even a small forward. So there's no competition there. I like Herb Jones. Continue. the next of note into the second round, you can see is Kyle Flipkowski. I keep wanting to say Kick Batowski, but um, Kyle Flipkowski. Not too surprised, but a little bit surprised seeing him fall to the second round. I mean, that's one of the names of note that I've seen. I mean, he's gotten a lot of media attention, compared to some of these other guys in the second round. But on the Utah Jazz, should be interesting to see him play. Especially after Lauri Markkanen just got that huge extension. Might be an overpay, but they locked him up for a while. And the way I see it also is they locked him up for a while and they could keep him, but at the same time, um, definitely could see him like because they locked him up for a while. He could be in a trade if he's playing decent. It might be though tough to trade him. If he's really underperforming, you don't want to pick up a guy that's you're gonna be overpaying off the rip. And then the next two of note, as we can see, is Dalton Knecht and Jared McCain going back to back. The Emperors had the choice between the two. As uh, the drafter for the Emperors, it's tough. It was tough. I wanted to take Jared McCain just because Philly boy, Knecht was a smart choice, and I have to give props to the Mog Squad for giving me that advice. Um, and then to move on, I don't really know most of these players at the end, but with the last overall pick, Murphy, reports are coming in that he's pretty gross. He's pretty good, and considering he's on the Pacers, I wouldn't be surprised if so, because they've had a lot of young talent start to be good, especially at the point guard position. But I wonder how that work with the guards they already have. They do have a decent. Um, but Team Dam apparently thought it was a steal and a half to take Furphy, even though it was the last pick and a half in the draft. I assume he thought maybe that Furphy would drop to somebody immediately after free agency. Anyways, that was the draft. Close that out. Let me just give some final notes, I guess. Thanks everybody for drafting. Hope you enjoyed. Full recap. I'm really excited for this year to start out. I think it's gonna be a good one. A lot of people moved on from teams. Uh, Maybe not necessarily uh, in our fantasy league, but in the actual NBA. A lot of different trades happen, so it'll be fun to see new faces and new places. Um, but besides that, um, I think the NBA starts mid October. Great to see and get to watch again. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I will say the biggest headline to come out of this draft is Ronnie James Jr. not being picked. It's crazy to see. Generational talent. Um, I thought he really was gonna get picked. Maybe not first round, but second round was definitely there for him. I know the Emperors almost took him at the sixth pick in the second round, but now he's on the free agency market. We'll see who picks him up after that. There is some murmurs. I do have a report. I'll keep it anonymous, but I've heard that many managers are going after Ronnie James. That some could go as high as $50 of their free agency. Uh, Heard it wasn't from me. I got an anonymous tip about that, so managers keep an eye out. Ronnie James might be the hot commodity to come out of this free agency. Um, I'll talk to y'all soon. Ciao.